So we're on board the brand new 35 center console from SilverCAT. This particular boat that I'm on today has the two 300 Mercury engines on board, and at an economical speed of 22 knots, this boat will give a range of 360 nautical miles with two 150-gallon tanks. The dimensions of this boat is 10.7 meters long, 3.24 meters beam, and it has a draft of only 0.4 meters. The boat is available to choose engines from 300, 350 or 400 horsepower. The boat we're on today has the 300 horsepower engines, and it has a top speed of 42 knots. It's extremely stable, and I'm very much looking forward to giving you a guided tour of the boat today. I have the privilege of taking this boat from the United Arab Emirates to Qatar on a voyage, and I thoroughly enjoyed the trip. So let's start in the console position. First of all is a lot of carbon fiber. So you have the carbon fiber dashboard, you have the carbon fiber hardtop supports, both in the aft and the forward. In front of me, I have two 17-inch screens. There's plenty of space, lots of area for additional equipment that can be added. Here I have my autopilot, I've got my battery controls, bilge pumps, VHF. All my switches are clearly marked, clearly labeled, illuminated. I have my throttle position. I also have space for a joystick if required. Audio system, searchlight, anchor winch, horn. So everything is exactly where you need it on this boat. So there's three forward-facing bolster style seats with a sliding track so I can move forward and aft to be very comfortable when I'm navigating this boat. Also, the adjustable wheel means I can sit back, I have a good footrest for my feet, and I can sit here on long journeys, have good visibility around me, but also be comfortable. So let's have a look at all the features that are throughout this vessel. So first of all, you've got good strong stainless steel handrails, rod holders, handrails next to the seat, very cleverly positioned. You have storage boxes. These are fiberglass boxes all the way along so that you'll have enough space for storing tackle, ropes, anything you require. Beneath my feet, you have a very well finished ice box, storage box. Also, you can see they have hydraulic jacks, good mechanisms here, and access there is also down to the fuel tank tops. As we come aft, we'll see the speakers. This is J&L audio system. Above my head, you have the outriggers fitted onto the hardtop. Gemlux cleats. These are brilliant cleats. I've been using them for many years and I've never had any issues with them. You'll see this bump rail all the way around the boat, and you'll see this beautiful design detail from the in-house upholstery department. Fridge. You have access again down into the tank space and rod holders in the gunwale. Also, you will see concealed lighting, carbon fiber hardtop supports, cup holders, fuel filler. We carry on aft. Then you have the tuna doors, which fully open and lock in position. So if you're out pulling your tunas in, you won't have the door swinging around. Then behind me, we have live bait, both on the port and starboard side. Again, more fishing rod holders, more speakers. And then we have this seating unit here. So the seating box, first of all, this backrest is openable. So it can be removed if you don't want to be using it, and then you can step over very easily to access the swim ladder at the transom. We have the engines here, the Mercury Racing engines. Again, there's more fishing rod holders, ventilation grills, and more cleats. Let me describe a little bit more regarding the transom area. So first of all, let's have a look in the machine space. So here, there's a lot of space for equipment, lots of room down there if you want to be adding extra batteries. If there's any additional equipment you want to be adding in your boat. Also, which is very nice, is you can see the trough all the way around the boat, which is designed for a quick runoff of water straight out overboard. In beneath the seats, there's a storage, very nicely finished inside. Again, direct drain straight out overboard. I just step over now. So in this area, obviously you have the direct access to the engines, but also they're using the engine covers here to give you a lot more space. So you could actually be standing here on the transom fishing. And that's why the fishing rods are here. Also, you have the deck wash, you have the shower, all in the same transom console unit. Then you have access straight into the water. You've got a nicely finished transom gate. And then you have the transom ladder, which is a very sturdy design, easily deployed and easily stored away. Now let's jump back forwards so we can have a look at the console unit. So here you have a barbecue grill, a sink, and then as I said, you have the fridge. Plus you have fully customized drawer units. So these drawer units, you can give your design to the shipyard and they'll run it through their CNC machines and they'll tailor the design exactly to what you would like. Whether you want all drawers, whether you want all lockers, whether you want waste bins, or whether you want live bait storage drawers, they can do that for you. Now let's start having a look up towards the forward end of the boat. But before we do, I just want to discuss the lamination and the fiberglass which is involved with the manufacturing of this boat. So all the SilverCAT range are resin infused. That means that they are able to reduce the weight, have a much stronger boat, and be able to have very good fuel economy for all the SilverCAT range. This particular boat weighs just 4.5 tons. Above my head, we have the rod holders here. Now follow me up to the forward. I would like to show you in the bathroom area. So inside this area, first of all, it's very nicely finished. You have a vanity unit, mirror, you have windows on both port and starboard sides. You have the toilet, you have access to the back of the console for all the electronics. As I showed you before, you have this carbon fiber frame which is supporting the hardtop. It's very nicely finished, it's lightweight, and then you have acrylic side windows and a glass forward window. So in the forward area of this boat, you can see that they've completely maximized this space as a social area with a full U-shaped seat and then also the seat in the front of the console. I have handrails here for safety if the sea is a bit rough. I have storage underneath. Here you can see the storage goes right in underneath the console area. And look at the detail on all this upholstery. So they're using top quality European marine grade exterior upholstery, and they emphasize on the craftsmanship that the shipyard can produce with all the detail stitching, which adds a very nice effect to this boat. So you have the U-shaped seating here, plenty of space to stretch out and enjoy your time when you're on the water. I have handrails here for safety, and I have access straight up onto the forward deck area. Now, as you can see on this forward deck area, they've actually recessed the anchor winch and all the machinery. That means that if I like to jump up and fish, I have a completely clear deck in front of me, so there's no obstructions when I'm catching my tunas. So underneath my feet, you'll see you have the quick windlass system, and it's a in-hull built winch system which keeps it completely flush and free from hazards. Also here, you can see inside there is plenty of space for fenders and the ropes and the chain. Also, you have your winch controls, which are controlled here, but also they're controlled in the helm position. There is cup holders. These are again Gemlux. These are cup holders, but also they act as awning supports. And then you have the Gemlux cleats as well in the forward area. Now, I think it's about time that we take you with us out onto the water and let's see how this vessel is performing. So something that's quite unique about this stepped hull catamaran is it planes at a very, very low speed. So I will just show you now, I'm at 5 knots. As I increase, I've come up, the bow's lifted, but already it's dropped back down. And I'm only running at 12, 13, 14 knots now, and I'm already on the plane. So that's very good for fuel efficiency if we're running slowly. So we're cruising now at 28 knots. And I'll be very honest with you, the ride is super, super soft. It's not bumpy at all, absolutely soft. Which means you can run for hours and hours like this and you're not going to get tired. It's really, really pleasurable to drive this boat. So during our trip where we took this boat from United Arab Emirates to Qatar, about 250 nautical miles, we had a series of boats with us and I was measuring the fuel economy of these catamarans with the new stepped hull. So we were all running about 20 knots. And I calculated that with the 300 US gallon at 20 knots, we could actually run for 19 hours without needing to fill up fuel. So that means we can run at a little bit faster, let's say at 22, 23 knots, you can then run at 360 nautical miles. So that means that this is a very fuel efficient hull, which is very cost effective if you're out fishing or out on family trips regularly and you're conscious about the cost of fuel. So we're running at 30 knots right now, and I have to say I feel like we're dancing on air. Because of the steps underneath the hull, it gives us an air cushion. So when I'm turning or when I'm going head on into the wave, it doesn't slam down on the bow. It's like this very gentle, soft ride across the wave. And that means that you can be out all day long. You're not going to come home with sore knees. You're not going to have a sore back. And you can spend more time out on the water enjoying the day with your family and friends. And it's an extremely comfortable ride. So just remember this air cushion under the hull, that's giving us this comfort. And that's the unique feature with the new 35cc and the new 35CX from SilverCAT. Now I want to take her up to full speed. So first of all, I've opened the throttle full and she's slowly coming up to full speed before I add trim. So now I'm running at 37 knots. My RPM is 5,600. Now we're up to 39 knots. This again is with the two 300 Mercuries. Coming up to 40 knots now. So I hope that you're enjoying this video so far. Please remember to like and subscribe Craig the Captain and to SilverCAT Boats at the links below. So we had a wonderful day out on the water on this brand new SilverCAT 35cc. This is the 2025 edition. This actual boat participated in the Dubai Boat Show. It's also participated in multiple events around the GCC region. This boat is being shipped now to Mexico. So it's going to be delivered to South America, which means that if you're based in the USA or in the Caribbean and you're looking for a new boat and you would like to come down and have a look at this particular boat, please get in touch with the SilverCAT team and they will be able to connect you with their local dealers. Also, if you go to the silvercatboats.com website, you'll be able to find their dealer page and be able to contact the agent which is nearest to you. Thank you ever so much for watching. My name is Craig the Captain, and I look forward to entertaining you once again on another one of my boat reviews. Thank you and goodbye.